Greetings, this is Beverly D, and this is True Prediction Tea. And this for the month of December, we're calling this Tea Timers. And today we are going to be looking at Gemini, fabulous Gemini. So we're going to see what is going on with you, Gemini, for this month of December and this year 2018. So, Gemini. Okay, so the first thing that I see here is that some of you Geminis are wearing your feelings on your sleeve, as they say. So you have to make sure that you don't get real emotional during this time. And I know that this is an emotional time because of the holidays, but I just see here where I feel that some of you Geminis are going to really strengthen your emotions here, because some of you has been going on an emotional roller coaster here, but the main thing is that you have not fell off the roller coaster. I also see here too where I feel like that a Gemini, you could either be away from your family this year during this season here, and this is causing a little emotional issues here. Or the family could not be around a Gemini, but either way it go, I feel like it's okay. This is just a wave, a temporary situation. I feel like this is a time where a lot of you Geminis are starting to know yourself, and other people are starting to really recognize who you are, know who you are here. Geminis, you are a super leader. This is a year for a lot of you Geminis to come into your leadership powers now. So and I'm not just talking about an ordinary, I mean, there's leaders and then there's leaders, and that's what many of you Geminis are. You are coming into that superpower leadership that I see that's here. Some of you Geminis are clearing your space here. So some of you people and situations is getting out of your life. You a lot of you are removing them yourself, because you definitely is clearing space, because you're getting ready for the new. You're getting ready for this change of energy that is going on here with a lot of you Geminis. And all of this to me is growth energy that I see that's here. Also, I'm seeing here too where I feel like that there could even be some delays. And again, we were talking about the children, the young person here not being there. But that's just a temporary situation that I see. Also, I'm seeing here too, Gemini, you are starting to accept what you see as far as knowing yourself. So a lot of you Geminis are going within. A lot of you Geminis are starting to understand why you do things. A lot of you are starting to understand why things are done to you. So you're getting a real clear understanding of what is going on here. This is a very important time for many Geminis, because like I say, you're going into your super energy. Whoever ones of you that's going to be leaders, you're just not going to be an ordinary leader. You are going into your superpower as far as leadership. And it's like no one can take that away from you. And whatever you thought that was taken away or you didn't have, you are definitely realizing that you have it. It's saying here that you're going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine here with you. It's also saying here too that you're going to you're using your gifts here. So you got certain gifts. All of us have gifts, but some of us gifts are more in the forefront than normal. And so your gifts, Gemini, is really coming to the forefront here. You are recognizing it, but also people around you are recognizing it also. There's a lot of opportunity as far as career is concerned. I feel like that wherever you positioning yourself, you are just taking off like a rocket. So career-wise, it's like unbelievable kind of energy that I see that goes on here with career. I keep picking up leadership and balance. A lot of balance here with Geminis, because Geminis, you know that you have a tendency to be all over the place. But the good thing about it is you could be all over the place and still have order, still have balance that is there. Where most people, when they're all over the place, is chaos, is confusion. So at the end, we're in your timing, and you in your space is correct, because we're going into a 3 energy, and that's going to deal with a lot of being out in the public, dealing with multiple things here. So you can handle this energy that we are in, that we're coming into more and more. So Gemini, you might as well get ready. To me, I feel that you are like a master. Everything, whatever field, whatever you're going to be doing now, Gemini, you're going to be mastering it, because you're in your master program now. So this is, and I feel like that a lot of you Geminis are opening up. So you opening your mind, you opening your spirit, you just opening up. So things that you were kind of didn't want to hear, didn't want to know about, you are definitely going to be more open-minded. I just feel like that there are some of you going to be dealing with some delays when it comes to dealing with a relationship. I feel some of you that's in relationships and the relationship is kind of shaky. You are not going to just jump ship right now. You're going to see what you can do, but you're also going to get to a point where you're going to cut, and it's not even losses. You're just going to get to the point where you say, okay, I'm going to give it this amount of time to work. If it don't work at this point, or when I get to that point, then I'm moving to the next level. So some of you, not all of you, are definitely going to be having some challenges dealing with relationships. It's also saying that you're trying to put it's like a puzzle. You're trying to put a piece and to fit a piece that don't belong there, that don't fit there. So I don't care how hard you try, it's just not going to fit. So you're starting to see that, but you're going to give it all that you can at this point. I'm also seeing here too that you are some of you Geminis have been kind of hesitant about dealing with love now. And so now that's why I say I see you opening up, you opening your heart. Because, okay, some of you I feel a little fear that's there, but you understanding fear is trapping you. And so you're going to get out of that trap, and you're going to understand that you can't evolve, you can't do nothing in fear. And you're stepping out of that fear, and you're stepping into your greatness. That's all fear is doing, Gemini, is stopping you from getting into your greatness. And so, and that's dealing in any situation, career, dealing with love. But I'm looking here, and I feel like some of you Geminis are dealing with a one way. You giving the love, but you're not receiving the love. And so again, you not ready to give up or abandon ship. You're going to give it enough time here. But after you get to that certain point, and if it's not correct, then you are going to correct things here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that you do, and don't think that you're not going to be able to get true love. You definitely, and I feel like this year, either Geminis, you're going to be working with the love you're dealing with, or there's definitely going to be true love on the horizon here. So for those of you, excuse me, for those of you that is dealing with a relationship, a personal love relationship, I just feel like you in a win-win situation. You're going to get it with where you at, or you're going to get it in a new direction here. And so, but it's you starting to see that dealing with a one-way, going down a one-way street is definitely not going to work. Also, it's a lot going to be going on with the love energy here for many of you Geminis. You're going to have past love that's going to try to come back in. But I'm just feeling here that you're focusing more on where you headed, what you want now. I just feel like the past energy, to me, it doesn't feel like a long lasting. It could be something that temporary, but I'm not seeing you dealing with anything from the past that will be long lasting. I also feel here that some of you Geminis had limits on you, and so these limits are being taken off of you Gemini. So especially when you get later on in the new year, and so we'll get into that when I do your new year reading. But for right now, I just feel like Geminis, you laying groundwork. That's what you've been doing here. You've been laying the groundwork, and so it's almost like planting the seeds, and these seeds are ready to give you some results now. I do see some Geminis that you are definitely sharpening your craft. You learning your skill here. You getting all the details. Some of you will be learning from a learning institution. Some of you will be learning on your own. But I do see that you're going to really know what you know. And that's where you're going to become an expert here. And also you looking here, I do see some delays that's going on, but you also realizing that Gemini, you coming from a different time zone here, a different time area here. So you don't pay attention to the time here because you're working on a different timetable. So things that seem like they're supposed to happen at a certain time and it don't get all bent out of shape, as they say, because it's on time. Nothing is late here with you Geminis. And I keep picking up a Virgo vibration around the Gemini here. I see magic. So you are in definitely your magic moment, Gemini. You are creating magic. You in the magic. And so you experiencing the magic. So the main thing is do not be afraid of the magic. So when you're dealing with magic here, it's like people are not going to understand where you're coming from. You just going to be like talking a foreign language, doing things that's just out of the ordinary, but that is your magic. And that is what's going to really, really work for you, Gemini. This is a time dealing with you and all of you, not just, some of you Geminis have like 3-4 personalities. All of you are going to be on the same page. That's something that's going to take you into your greatness, into your master side now. That's something that rarely happen, and this is where the magic is at, because all of the different energies that you carry are balanced. Again, they all on the same page. So this is how you are able to implement and able to really get to that magical point that you are already at. I'm also seeing here too, and this is talking about education. So I see a Gemini here, and you're going to play a major role in changing, because everything is dealing with changing. When you're dealing with magic, that's like alchemy. You're going to be, I see you dealing with alchemy, magic, changes, but I just feel like that there's a Gemini that's going to have a great influence when it comes to training, education. A lot of shift and changes is going on in that area, and a Gemini here is going to be in the forefront. So you are not going to get the support that you think you should get, because you changing. Everybody is going this way, and you making a whole new path here. You going in a whole different direction. And only the ones that really can see, they see where you're going and see what you're doing. So you're focusing on this energy that's here, and you're not focusing on what other people, you just focusing on what your space, your energy, your different, your balance that's going on here. Eventually everybody will be able to catch up and see and understand what is going on. But as you are putting things together, they're not doing it, and you're not worrying about it. I also see Gemini here where I feel like that you are going to be, this is a year for many of you Geminis to be in charge. So you could be in supervisor positions, you be in positions where you making major changes here. Even the ones that's not making changes, what you're doing, you're going to be making it, taking it to another level here. So this is a very important time here for many of you Geminis here. And I feel like that you're going to do what you have to do with support or without support. But there's a lot of changes, a lot of opportunities in many areas for Gemini. Gemini, this is a great time for you. So you're pretty much cleaning. It's like I see some of you have cobwebs. You cleaning out the cobwebs. You straightening things up. You ready for a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things. You are branching out. You're spreading out. So you alive, basically, Gemini. You're not at that standstill energy. You are alive. You got this life energy. You creating life. You making life here. Also, I see here too, Gemini, where you can take things that are standing at a standstill, and you like a fixer. That's what I'm feeling with you. Many of you Geminis, you are fixers. So things could be broke down, things could be not working, and you coming along, and with your insight and your ability, you able to fix things, you able to get things going. I see here that this is a time, Gemini, here where it's like closing things and opening things. That so you got two hands here. So this hand is closing and doors, this hand is opening doors, and you're doing it at the same time. And you good at that, Gemini, because like we say, there's multiple personalities, multiple energies that's going on inside of you. I also see here too where I feel like that, yeah, there's some duality going on here with you, Gemini, because I see some separations that's going to lead to divorce. I see some coming together, some marriage relationships that's going to go to a deeper level, that's going to lead to marriage. So it's a lot going on here with you, Gemini. But I want to say that I see here that you are definitely in your superpower time here. Very powerful leadership. You're not just building little houses, as they say. I see you building skyscrapers. So I feel like there's a Gemini that's really strong in the building industry here. And I feel like that you're going to be building masterpieces here, things that's really on the cutting edge here. I also see a Gemini that I feel like that you're going to, because I keep seeing you in designing, building. So whatever the area that you in, you are designing, you building it, but you are definitely building things that are not the ordinary. And it's a wow factor. I see a lot of wow energy around many of you Geminis here. I'm also seeing here too, for some of you Geminis, I feel like that you're going to get into some kind of natural healing energy, because there's some health challenges there. And so you're not waiting for other people to help you with your health challenges. You're going to take it upon yourself to help you with your health challenges here. And this is when you're going to really be able to see the results, the positive. I told you, you in your miracle magic time here, so you're going to really be able to see the magic, the miracle, dealing with the health issues, because you're going to take it into your own hand. You're going to do your own research here. That's the studying, the learning vibration, and you're going to come up with what you need, the right formula to cure. Yeah, I say cure. I'm not saying this putting a bandage on whatever it is that you're dealing with. I'm saying get deep down to the cause, and you're going to have the right effect to get rid of what is causing the situation. So this is going to be a good time for Geminis in that area also that's dealing with health. I also see a Gemini here where I see that you are in the beauty industry, and I feel like that you coming up with some kind of beauty product that's going to be a phenomena. It's going to come out of the gate just taken off. But it's saying here that you have to make sure that you put some very strong protection around this product that you have, because I see that it's coming out the door, but it's also got thieves, not just one thief. There's many thieves that's standing there at that door ready to like snatch it out your hand. So you got to make sure that you put protection. It's almost like you send the brink truck to pick up your product, and put that kind of protection around it so the thieves cannot get it. But you're going to come up with something here, Gemini, that's just going to be really, really phenomenal, dealing with the beauty industry. It's almost kind of like that, the fountain of youth kind of energy that's here. That's why people are going to want to take these things from you. Well, Gemini, if you would like more information, my contact information is below. I want to say happy holidays here to you, Gemini, and I just want to say enjoy this phenomena that you are on. You are definitely a phenomenal at this time here. So until next time, Gemini, tea time.